Family. It's what made the Fast and the Furious a multi-billion-dollar franchise and why I avoid Western Michigan as a whole. And on the subject of holes, that's where family comes from and why I love Five Man a whole bunch. But what came first, you ask? The family or the egg? The uneducated will tell you humans don't come from eggs, but I've magic school bus down a few fallopian in my pre-K days, and let me tell you, it's friggin' caviar galore in them ovaries. Also, creationists, aka the uneducated, now with Jehovah, will tell you family came first, always. And we've never been an egg in the 10,000 years the Earth has been around. But that's what makes Five Man the greatest. They take the best parts from opposing egg theory, namely us is made of egg and family comes first, all while reuniting sentient space yolks with their parents and beating down skinless avian dinosaurs creating baby mush inside of egg cocoons. But speaking of baby mush, feed me, feed me. I'm not the mama.
And I'm Nicole.
And this is Mostly Speaking Sentai. Oh, like you say, my name is James, and listeners, dear listeners, I'm in love. This past week, I met the dino of my dreams. Oh, little Clint, I ponder, would you have loved me as I do you? We haven't spoken a word, yet I feel as if I know all your stories. Nearly 1 million years separate us. But I will wait 100 million more to pet your scaly skein, 'cause time is a circle and we'll cross paths one day. Your main squeeze. Signed, James Jacus. And speaking of people with the last name Jacus, even though I bet she wishes she didn't have that, oh, my common law, that's got me in,
Yeah, why would you change your last name?
Because, okay, then signed, your dear James Clint, because I want to be Lil Clint's betrothed.
Why would it should be James Lil Clint?
Okay, James Lil Clint McCollum. I'm hyphenating my middle. Actually, it would be James Edward McCormick Lil Clint McCollum. There we go. We figured it out. Danny Tamborelli, it's Nicole Jacus. Oh, wait, there's a camera on.
Yeah.
He can't see that low, though. I started, pulling up my the leg of my pajama pants to just show up
the thing
so much thigh. That stung. Nicole, why would you let me do that? It's getting steamy in here, isn't it?
It's warm.
Oh, it's warm, porn, and covered in corn. Nicole Jacus.
Hi.
That describes you to a T. Warm, porn, covered in corn.
Sure.
Plus, Nicole Jacus. James Schaub, does that have a ring to it?
No.
Okay.
What about Nicole McCollum?
Yeah, Nicole McCollum. Yeah, why not? James.
Such a mouthful.
Melzer. That has a ring to it.
That's the one.
Hell yeah. Let's get into introducing our guest because we have a lot to talk about from our vacation in Kenosha. Whoa, we didn't know Kyle Rittenhouse was there.
McCollum.
Okay, Melzer T. McCollum. Melzer T. Jacus Schaub. McCollum Lil Clint.
Melzer.
Yes, we figured it out, baby. Why not Andromeda?
Why not?
You can change your name to whatever the fuck you want, people.
Yeah.
If you want to be goddamn Kirby Super Smash Yogi, go for it.
Jack style.
Jack style, what? Oh, Kirby Jack. Oh, okay.
Kirby Jack.
Yeah, Kirby Jack,
James.
Dude. I want a Kirby Jack. That's when your hands, your hands suck so hard while giving a jack off.
Okay, yeah.
And then they take your ability of the woman.
You turn into a penis.
No, the person jacks you so hard that they come.
Yeah.
Because they're stealing your ability.
Yeah.
That's the only ability I have. God, I wish I could monetize my masturbation. You can, James. You know him from the Morph Bots. You know him from Todd Grobin's going away party, and soon you're going to know him for a Marshland Monster collaboration that I don't know if I can talk about fully. He'll tell you if I can.
You gotta
it's
check
Melzer.
the NDA.
Yeah.
It's me, and you can't.
Wait, did you say
Zip
can
it.
or can? Okay, zip it, because I can.
Not.
No, I can. Guys, it's a lovely story about a lovely lady. She was raising 3 girls of her own. That's right, guys. We're taking the Annoyance Theater's Brady Bunch, and we're kind of flipping that on its head even more. They're all fucking aliens.
Okay.
Melzer, what do you think? That's what we're doing, right?
I forget that I get like hypnotized the second this podcast begins.
Oh, yes.
And it takes me
Like,
a minute
you just-
to recalibrate. Like, weren't we just talking about jerking someone off so hard that you, the person doing the jerking comes?
Yeah.
But now we're pitching a show to the Annoyance?
No, we're taking it from the Annoyance. Remember when they did the Brady Bunch?
That was, well, like a lot before my time.
No. You were there, a little baby in the front row saying, I love Andy.
Is that Andy Richter on stage?
Oh my God. And Jane Lynch, I hope she's full of glee in the future.
I.
Oh my God, and Birdman himself is up there.
Michael Keaton?
No, Gary Cole.
Oh.
He plays Birdman's voice, right?
Oh, that
Yeah.
Birdman.
Yeah, the only Birdman I recognize. I don't like Michael Keaton unless he's covered in a cowl.
Like Birdman.
No, you got me there,
Got his
fuckers. I need to turn up my headphones a little.
Let me take over the part of James and say, we went to Kenosha on a mini vacation, and it was definitely a mistake.
I mean, if it wasn't $200 to spend, it wouldn't have been a mistake.
It was fun, but not what we were hoping for.
I mean, what else could we have hoped for minus, like the stores we definitely
Stores
wanted to go
Actually being open.
Wait, you guys went to Kenosha for a couple stores?
Yeah, well, we were like, hey, let's go somewhere close that we don't need to take an Amtrak to a train to a bus situation. And Kenosha was one of them, and we were able to find a Airbnb that was a single unit. It was nice, and it was like a nice downtown feel. But Socks is going bonkers.
Just being a dingus.
Socks, quit it. That's my Beyblade cards. Quit it. It's my.
Wait, Beyblade had like a trading cards game?
Yeah, it did.
I thought they were just trying to sell the twisty
No,
spinners.
man. Everyone had
Damn.
a trading card game back then.
Gotta get in on it,
Stop
I
being
guess.
distracting,
Oh my God,
little
so
cat.
cute.
He's being very cute. He's like, oh my
He's
God.
such a gremlin today.
Yeah, he's been fucking shit up today. Nicole makes these CD skulls, and in order to make them, she has to soak paper for a while. And it's also like dyed purple coloring stuff. So he tipped one over before she woke up. So of course I can't wake her up or she'll kick me in the gonads. And verbally, she'll kick me by saying, yeah, I hate waking up this early. And he dumped it over. I had to clean it all up. It stained the top part of the counter.
The counter.
There we go.
Countertop.
And then, yeah, so that's what I had to deal with this morning. Twice he did
And
this.
unplugged his thing, you said.
Yes, he unplugged his feeder. But Kenosha, I have some nice stories about this place. I got some bullet points. You want to begin, Nicole?
Okay,
Have
can
you ever
I
been,
begin
Melzer?
with
Yes.
not the positive things?
Yeah.
Okay, first of all, just real quick.
Yeah.
So we went during the week, which I've learned this lesson many times of that smaller places, the stores aren't open on Mondays and Tuesdays. I have learned this lesson
What?
many times. Yeah, I never remember.
I'd be closed on Friday and Saturday because that's when my party time is.
So that was an issue. And then due to COVID, a lot of the stores that probably would have been there were not there.
Yeah. And there was a comic book store that just hadn't been open since early pandemic. But they're still there. And he's just I called and was oh yeah, I'm not open yet. I think I'm going to be open within a few weeks. And we're well, that doesn't help. So
Well, but like we went to a collectible store and they were like, yeah, that dude's never going to open. So
he doesn't like selling things. Yeah, that was the issue. Hold on. I got to quickly turn on streamer mode, but keep going, Nicole.
I don't know. That was pretty much it, I think.
Well, that's not that bad. So some stores weren't open.
A lot of them. Like almost all of them. And then we went to like a gaming lounge and we were trying to play games, but I don't know, I guess they just don't have games. So we just ended up playing Fortnite on a PC.
Yeah, the weird thing about this is they have like a Switch. They have a bunch of PlayStation 4s and 5s. They have the new Xbox, but they don't have like games downloaded to them or like physical copies of these games to be like, hey, select out of all these games we have. Or when they do, you have to like log into their thing, but no one tells you have to log into their thing. They were very, like, I'm not going to say their name because they were very...
I don't even remember their name, so...
Just as if they didn't want me there.
Yeah, I mean, and it's not like, again, it was during the week, so there were like 2 people there. I think that's dead.
All. I think, you meant...
they weren't busy.
Yes. Yeah, so that place kind of blew, but when we started playing Fortnite, Nicole and I were like,
But it was fun.
Yes, well, let's do duo matches. And the first 2 we played, we got first place somehow. And we were just fucking around the entire time.
Yeah, it was hilarious.
It was good.
We ate a lot of ice cream.
Ooh, yeah, from Scoops and Mary Poppers or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Sarah Popper.
Some caramel corn.
Ooh, caramel corn dog.
And the collectible store we went to like just opened and they had some really cool Invader Zim things, but they were like, it doesn't have all the pieces. It's somewhere. And I was like, that makes me sad.
Or one of the arms
so I was
fell
about
off.
to just drop like $100 on this shit right now.
I love that Frank's Diner thing. Also, that at that collectibles place, I got a couple new Yogi Bear things.
Yes.
I was jazzed about that. Oh, wait, no. There's one more thing about so when we went to that gaming place, that gaming cafe, there was this like...
Oh my gosh, are you going to talk about that random person?
Yeah, he clearly was
funny.
someone who worked, like, if you worked there, you would know who this person is, and it would be like, I fucking hate it when this person comes in. This person was like, yo, man.
Like, just way too casual.
Yeah, he's like, hey, can I eat some of this pizza over here? In, like, pizza boxes. And the guy who was working there was like, oh, no, don't eat that. It's, like, 2 days old. Which is like, well, then why is it still out? But also... If it's not out for like the community to eat, like don't assume you can eat this. It could have been another person's playing. Don't eat it. So then the guy's helping us out and like 5 minutes goes past and this same kid comes up to the guy working and says, hey man, where'd you get that pizza? It was really good. And he's like, wait, did you eat that? And he was like, yeah, you said I could. And he was like, no, I told you don't eat it. It's too old. Fuck that person. I didn't like him.
And I'm like...
What is going on at this gaming cafe?
I'm like, you fucking dumbass. It probably just says on the fucking pizza box.
There are some places that get like a generic box.
Yeah.
It
that
was
just says,
not
like,
a generic box.
That says happy eating.
No, it was not.
Okay. You ever been to Kenosha, Melzer?
I haven't. All I know about it is the terrible events that happened very recently.
Yeah, which we kept going past a like courthouse, and I was like, man, there's cameras set up everywhere. Court TVs here. Wonder why. And then like when I got home, I was like, oh, Kyle Rittenhouse, that fuckwad is being held there.
Mm-hmm.
You picked did you go last week?
Yeah.
Yeah, you picked a weird time because that's right when the trial started.
Oh,
Yeah.
dang. Well,
Yeah.
Fuck that kid.
ooh, I hope he dies in prison.
Okay.
Why not? You
Yeah.
want to know what? Like, who cares if I said, like, all these people are also wishing death on, like, good people.
Yeah.
So he murdered people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yes.
Correct?
Yes.
Correct.
So if they're like, oh, we love the death penalty, you want to know what? Fine. I
Deal
love
with
the
it.
death penalty for other people as well. That's like people who are like, I'm not getting vaccinated. If you choose not to get vaccinated and you get COVID, you shouldn't be allowed to go to a hospital and muck things up.
Yeah.
So if it's just as bad as the flu, you can work things out and just stay there and don't use resources.
Yeah.
Someone's going to click
It would
this.
be great if we could just download everybody's social media, and then when they come to a hospital and they're like, I've got COVID, I'm dying. It's like, well, actually, you said it's not as bad as the flu. And yeah, so you can't come in.
So you're fine then because of what you said before. You're fine, obviously.
Or just like say, hey, you clearly love, this, how capitalism works and how our healthcare system works. We're just going to charge you extra.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, no, you've solved it. That's how we'll pay for healthcare for everybody else, is we'll just extra charge the people that seem to be stoked on it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
That's awesome.
Isn't it a Chris Rock bit where he says, it's not gun control, it's bullet control we need. Just charge $500 per bullet. And there won't, people will still be shooting people, but there will no longer be like, oh, a stray bullet hit a child. Because that's just
Everyone
a
will be
waste of
precious
money.
about it, right?
Yeah. Because that's how you somehow make people care about other
And then
people, is
use
have
that
money involved.
to pay for healthcare
Or roads.
or roads
Because for some weird reason, everyone's like, oh, lottery needs to fix roads.
or teachers.
Yeah, that too. Bullets now help teachers.
Bullets now save lives.
Yes, bullets for teachers. Wait, no. You know what I mean? Teachers for bullets? I don't know.
No, that would be teachers supporting bullets, so you have to do bullets for
Okay, so
teachers.
bullets for teachers, but it's like bullets supporting through payment, just like cannabis for teachers. Things of that ilk, of that milk. Give me some cannabis milk. I want to get stoned while I'm purchasing
How did you
bullets.
turn this into weed somehow?
Oh, because weed funds teachers as well. Like the taxes, they're like, hey, the taxes will help. And then people are like, oh, the lottery hasn't done anything for the roads. And it's like, yeah, because we have a broken system. That's the issue, not people getting stoned.
Mm-hmm.
I say burn down the government. Oh, but if a police officer's there, we need to respect them. They're not part of the government. Yes, they are. There are 3 branches of the fucking government. Piggy, fucking clown, and goddamn playing God. All right? So it's all secular in a circle. Burn it down. Make some bacon. See a clown running around with his wig on fire. And him playing God, well, guess what? Even God can die by fire.
Oh, could you rename this episode, Even God Can Die by Fire?
That's the name of the episode. The Tokusatsu Network won't like it, but...
Oh.
Yes.
What's happening today?
Is this different than normal? Because this is every time I'm on. I feel like I get into this weird thing where I'm like, I don't know how to interject into anything because we're like 7 topics away from the last thing I can remember.
Jason by water, Jehovah by fire. Can we use that against them? That's Freddy versus Jason. But instead of Freddy by fire, I said Jehovah by fire. Because Jehovah's God, Yahweh. Yoni. That's the God I worship.
Why did you, when you said yoni, why did you do this motion?
No, I went yoni. I pointed towards genitals.
It looked like you were like holding boobs.
Oh, yeah. I love when you titty fuck yoni.
Oh my God.
Titty fuck me, yoni? And it's just a vagina scissoring some... what?
Who's Yoni?
Yoni is the tantric phrasing for a vagina. Like... That's where, like, the soul is in vagina. It's the yoni.
I was curious if it was one of the creatures from the episode we watched.
No. Bindu as well. That's the secretion.
I thought that was just like something that you put your belongings in when you run away from home.
No, that's a bindle. Or a Kindle. That's where I read all my pornography novels.
Yeah.
I gotta start writing porn novels.
Okay.
There's money in that.
So much money. And speaking of money, Melzer, how have you been?
Rich.
Yes.
No, I've been good. I've been busy. Work has been kind of driving me up a wall, but how you been, other than Kenosha?
Fine. Started producing for a cool guy He has announced that I am producing for him, but behind a paywall. So until something is set in stone and it's released, I will not be saying who it is.
Exciting. Mysterious.
Nicole, how have you been?
Busy.
Yeah, you've been making fucking bank as well.
Not really.
Yeah, you sold like 80 CD skulls.
Yeah.
That's money.
It is money.
Marijuana. Yeah.
I don't know if I would say it's a bank.
Well, on top of your daytime job that you're working 5 days a week and you're loving it.
Uh-huh.
Because you're like, oh, don't say anything bad. What if they listen? So I just got to say you love this stuff. So if they do listen, they're like, oh, back off a little, bro. Obsessed much?
I mean, I can say bad things.
Okay. I only have good things to say about that place.
Okay, cool.
You ever been in their basement? It's so organized.
We're supposed to, it is now.
It is?
Yeah.
Damn.
We're getting a new manager, so that's cool. I haven't met them yet. I think I work with them on Tuesday.
Was it the person you wanted to?
Yeah.
Okay, hell
Where
yeah.
I was like, can you just, because I was like looking at the resumes and I was just like, no, let's just hire this person.
It was
and
it was a teen, right?
that I wanted hired?
Yeah, the teenager.
No.
That teenager had balls, though. You should have been like, "Hey, you're not going to be
Maybe they
manager."
didn't know it was for that position.
Oh,
Maybe they're like a Doogie Howser.
Ooh,
Just
could
like
be.
a child prodigy at managing comic book shops.
Yeah.
Sure, but they just don't know it yet.
Yeah. Can't know until you do it.
Yeah.
True.
Entry-level jobs shouldn't have experience required, okay?
I did recently learn that the owner of the store, so his like sort of, I don't know, origin story, I guess I should say, because it's a comic book store. His origin story was that like he went to, what was it, like architecture design school or something.
Like Weird Al.
And then got a bunch of like inheritance money and then bought the comic book store. And I was like, oh, that explains a lot.
Now, this is
because
something
he does not, like, he clearly has never had to work in a minimum wage job before.
This is things I wouldn't be saying, but Nicole's got that carefree attitude. Devil may care cry.
Oh, you're saying I shouldn't say this?
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't
Why?
say. Okay, then. Never mind.
No, I'm just asking why.
Because this is like explaining financial situations. What if someone mugs him?
Someone is going to listen to this episode.
Yeah. And say, that man must have money.
Figure out who owns the store.
It's very easy to do. You go into the store and you just wait until you
And you
see
just say,
someone who's
"Hey, who's
walking
the
around
owner?"
like he's
And then I
swinging
would
his
be
dick.
like, this person.
Owning
and then they
shit.
would be like, okay, fuck you.
Also, they know it's very easy to find out. Like, everyone's like,
what I
oh,
was saying.
you need to, you want to sell comics? The owner needs to be here.
I mean, he doesn't, because he usually never is.
Okay,
When
well,
he's supposed to be.
when you say things like that, still say it in a voluminous
In a volume?
voice. Yes.
Okay. He does. I just
never
tell people
there.
that because then if you're like, only on Tuesday, then they get all like asshole about it. So then I just say, it's because the owner's here, even though he doesn't.
Well, he used to in my eyes, but with Nicole.
Okay, he does, but only for like an hour, and then he leaves. So then I have to do it. Or
Which is
Raphael
fun.
has to do it.
Not anymore. He's out of here.
Not yet.
Soon.
Maybe.
But speaking of things that are
Yeah, why are we
soon-
talking about
Yeah,
this?
I know. I'm trying to get us on
Cut
to...
it out. This is boring.
Oh, okay.
To Five Men?
Yes, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and ghouls. Hee 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 hee. I'm the Crypt Man. Today we watched episode 5 of 5 Man entitled, I believe, Orphaned Galactic Egg. It's a story as old as time. An egg is floating through space and it's sentient and pops open its eyes to sometimes talk. He's looking for his parents. Well, a bird, skinless man monster, is turning children into eggs because it's a low-cost way to create an army for the Zone Army. 5 Man, Melzer. This is all about teachers. It wasn't very apparent in this episode. The 5 Men are all teachers.
Yeah, I got some establishing questions of just how 5 Men works.
Yes. We can do those and then we'll get into our regular bit.
Well, okay, so is the theme of the show that there's 5 of them?
Yes.
Like every season there's a theme. Well, sometimes it's cars, sometimes it's dinosaurs. This one is just that there's 5 of them.
Yes, but they're the 5 sibling teachers.
Okay, yeah, I saw on your sheet that they were all related.
Uh-huh.
But I guess something that kind of was confusing in the episode is that 2 of them never met their parents. So I knew they were related, but then I checked the sheet and it said that they were
twins.
You listed when they were born, and I assumed that was because they were siblings.
Yes.
And not just a fact you wanted to throw in.
No. So they're twins, those 2, and they were they're the youngest out of the siblings, and their parents died, were exploded when they were babies.
That was like my favorite scene. That scene ruled. That flashback.
Uh-huh. Oh,
with
man.
things coming through the door with
Ooh.
eye lasers. Ugh.
Watch the first 2 episodes. They're fucking dope. Did you have any more establishing questions?
I will probably have some questions about the Silver Imperial Army Zone,
Okay.
but we can get to that as we can get to that.
All right, but they're all teachers. This is all about students. They sometimes hang out with students. They're being kind of teacherly, mentorship towards this egg, if you will. And they're seeing, these children turned into eggs are our future. We need to save them. So it's all about school. What were you like in school?
Me?
Yeah. I forgot where this question was going, so I realized I didn't need to explain a lot of this.
Oh, what do you mean by what I was like in school?
I don't know. Were you a class clown? Were you like a jock? Were you a burnout? Did you cut yourself under the bleachers?
Did you like dirt bikes?
Yeah.
I mean, I liked dirt bikes. I never had a dirt bike
Did you
or got to ride one.
Wear your gear and go around the school?
No, I do love every shot in 5 Men where they're on those little motorbikes because it does not look very epic. It looks very like they're very concerned about safety, which I think is important. But no, in school, I was like a theater kid.
Classic.
I wore a t-shirt with a suit vest a lot.
Yeah, you did.
You know, one of the sexiest outfits you can wear.
Guys, I will not tell you because I don't know the channel name, but Melzer does have an old YouTube page from high school where you can see him in that regalia.
Yeah. I will pull it by the time this episode airs.
No, I have one of the pictures saved, though.
Damn it.
Because when you were on talking about Beyblade, you were talking about that car, and I was just like, let me search. I forgot what I was trying to find, and I found that YouTube page. And then I found a picture of that car. I was like, hey, man, is this kind of like the car you used to drive? And you were like, wow, yeah, that looks as if it was taken in my driveway. And then I sent a picture of you dancing when you got up for bed.
Yeah.
And then you were like, oh, no.
Yeah, I hate the internet, man. Yeah, I used to think that was a very cool way to dress. And then I went to a college party with some older friends. And when I walked in, Superbad had just come out. And someone pointed at me and yelled McLovin.
Hell yeah.
Right when I walked into the party. And I was like, I've made some bad choices.
People would point at me and yell, get out of here. And I'd say, no.
People wouldn't point at me because I was at home playing Harvest Moon.
Uh-huh. Not for college parties.
Oh, college parties?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was one where you guys got, not even, you guys were tipsy, and then you guys were, hugging each other, crying, and saying, yeah, I just feel so open with you guys.
I don't remember that.
It was at one of the baking and pastry parties.
Yeah.
And you guys were drinking those,
the only
bad
parties
apple
I've been to.
beers.
Cider?
Yeah. Hard ciders. And I think it's when you had first told them that you had alopecia, and then you guys were like, back when you would do that.
Yeah.
You would cry and
when
be
I had
sad.
untreated depression.
Yeah.
Good times.
Jinx.
Oh, yeah.
Well, let's
James,
get it. What's up?
So, were they teaching high school or were they teaching younger kids?
They were elementary school area.
Were you juggaloing in elementary school, or did that not happen until high school?
Middle school.
Middle school, yeah, that's it. That tracks.
Yeah, it was.
That's when you get into it.
Pretty much, I think, 8th grade to middle of 9th grade. And then I got into really hardcore horrorcore. And then I was like, man, fuck this campy shit the ICP are doing. Then I stopped.
Yeah.
So it's really only like a 3-year period?
Barely, probably a year and a half to 2 years. But I was hard into it.
And then you would secretly like still listen to their music and watch their videos and talk about them, but still be like, man, fuck this campy shit as you're like loving it.
As I'm saying, what did I do? Yeah, I hit him with the brick.
Exactly.
Twinkie, slinky, vrinky.
Just quoting them daily.
Quoting them so much to the point where you know a full verse from them.
Oh, man.
What up, yo? Welcome to the show. I'm Shaggy like you did fucking know.
Yeah.
This is my sidekick, Fat Pat. He goes, and I thought you were going to do it. No, you're...
I don't know.
Oh, dang it. You used to.
No, that's not true.
Yes, you did.
Oh, okay.
At least the first
It is
2
true,
bars. And I think also Rudy did too.
Probably.
Because I would say it so frequently. Let's get into 5-man notes.
Condorin
Yeah.
is fucking cool.
Yeah, he's a cool ass
Yeah.
dude. Turning babies to eggs.
Not goopy enough, though.
Oh, no.
Just so dry.
But are they, because you know when a caterpillar turns into a cocoon, it like becomes mush in there.
Yeah. That's what I had as one of my notes.
Are the
That's what that
babies...
thing is. No, that floating, the galactic egg. That's what that is.
I think that's still like yolk.
It's fucking gross.
Are the babies yolking and then like becoming like a mushy substance, then going to become the army they need?
Yes.
Gross. Melzer, thoughts?
I think it's frozen.
Nope.
Oh, okay.
Just taking it all
His
in.
brain is
I thought
frozen.
that space egg was awesome.
Yeah.
I just loved the design of it. The way it like just popped its eyes up and stuff.
This...
Very cool thing.
It was gross, though, because it had, like, connective pieces that reminded me of, like, the clear part of egg yolk.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, that's super gross.
Oh, yeah. That didn't track for me, but I can see that. At first, I thought it looked like a space urn. I didn't read the title of the episode. And a space urn calling for its mom and dad floating around space is very sad.
And kind of terrifying.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just a ghost in there?
Yeah. Kind of like a Pokemon. Isn't
That's
there an
way
urn
cooler.
Pokemon?
Probably.
Okay.
Pokemon with urns. Just catching ghosts by throwing urns at them.
Oh, hell yeah.
Turning Pokemon into Ash, then
Shut
earning
up.
them.
And then Ash is still Ash, but it's like,
Yeah.
you know.
He's going
Urn
Ash.
Ash
style.
Evil Dead.
Ash all of a sudden...
Guys, we have a franchise here.
Scyther cuts off Ash's arm, and then he chainsaws it by like putting a pincer on his
So
arm.
now it's also Chainsaw Man?
Well, no, he's Ash from the Evil Dead, that
Oh,
Melzer said.
Evil Dead.
Evil Yed.
Evil Egg?
Evil Ed.
Helm?
Yeah.
Ash is Ed Helm.
What was I trying to say?
I don't know.
Go back to the... Oh, I also thought he was a watermelon at sometimes. Oh, this is what I wanted to say. Remember the Car Ranger episode with the thing that would... It like had busted up teeth and it would eat cement?
Oh, it was like supposed to be cute, but it was not.
That's what... I think they are parodying this kind of episode of Sentai.
Yes.
Of something coming from the earth and you need to like heal it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, was this a comedy intentionally?
I think these episodes were since they're-
5-man?
for children. I think there needs to be some humorous elements to it.
Yeah.
Well, I guess it just seems really leaning on parody, or either that, or just completely kind of bonkers out there, like the villain that's only.
I feel like it's
counting
more
money.
maybe like has comedy elements, but
Yes.
isn't a parody though.
Yeah. Like this is just bonkers. And there were once we see they're like, hey, they turned into eggs. We need to find out where the zone are keeping the eggs. We have an idea. We're twins. We're simpatico on the same wavelength. Then it flashes to them and Remy is pushing a cart and you hear a wah, wah, and then it shows
Oh yeah.
the whang is coming from a tape recorder, and then it's Fumia in this baby cart, this baby carriage, dressed up as a baby with a binky in his mouth. I was like, yes, this is what I love about Sentai.
Goofs.
Yes.
It was great. I loved it.
This is the Sentai we like, guys. Please stop asking us to watch serious Sentais.
Like the more we watch this show, the more we realize that Time Ranger is bad.
or it just wasn't for us. I still think as a show, it's good. But for us,
Right.
no.
Yes.
So is the guy with the Abacus Galactic Merchant Dongros?
Yes.
Dongoros?
He's their accountant, pretty much.
Yeah, I get that. Something about him that really it doesn't sit well with me. Like he feels like he's a very racist caricature of a race of people I don't know.
Oh, probably.
Yeah.
And it really doesn't sit well with me. But with the baby situation, when he came out, he was like, "That's a really well-fed baby." And I read that line as though he knows that's a human being, like a human male. But then he unmasks and he has another line where he's like shocked to find out that it was a grown-up.
I liked it.
So,
That's the
I
shit
guess he
we
just
like.
thought human babies can be 6 feet tall.
Yeah, why not?
I mean, they don't know.
Why not? Yeah, I guess. Yeah, the more we learn, or more I learn from watching the show, the less they seem to know about humans in general.
Like, if you saw a dog dressed up as a cat, like very well dressed up as a cat, and then like you pulled it out from the carriage it was in and it was giant, you'd be like, wow, that's a huge fucking cat. And then it like takes off like cat ears and shows like floppy little ones that were like pinned down. You'd be like, oh, it's a dog.
I think that would depend on how big of a dog.
Greyhound.
Yeah, I don't think that would happen.
There's a big old tall cat, baby.
Very, very gaunt, model-like cat.
Shut up.
It's a ding-dang Beethoven dog.
Like the movie?
Yeah, a Beethoven dog.
Okay. Yeah, that also probably... Yeah, whatever.
That's a
could work.
giant-ass cat, man. I'm scared. That's making biscuits on you. Ooh, man, it's going to rip up your jennies.
Your Jenny.
Yeah, your genitals.
More like making loaves.
I would love a counter on every Speaking Sentai episode for how many times you say genitals.
I don't know, probably like
I think
2.
we're approaching 10
Oh,
Or just
today?
talk about them.
today alone.
Now,
Yeah.
genitals, I think I don't say too frequently. Unless, like, I get on a genitals kick, you know? Kicking
Which is
genitals.
every time.
But
Yeah,
if
which
I-
is every time I've been there.
Well, when you like need genitals, like cats and dogs think of like, they're not like, oh, dicks and pussies. It's like, oh, that's genitals that like, it's the fresh, soft meats of a human that they can just chomp down on.
I'm sorry. You took a tone as though you were explaining things in a way I would understand it, and I'm way more lost.
Well,
What?
no, this is science. I'm describing this as science, not like your comedy bullshit going over to the Annoyance Theater seeing the Brady Bunch.
Yeah, a show that's very still culturally relevant. Okay.
Hey, it's on Roku channel for free, both the movies and the Christmas special.
I need you to explain what you were saying about dog and cat genitals.
Okay, so it's like the soft meat. So they describe them as, it's just like that's the genitals. It's not like, oh, this is a penis, this is a vagina. So that's why I say genitals in this context. It's scientific. It's animalistic, these genitals. And yeah, there you go. Now, if I was like, oh man, vaginas make me horny, I wouldn't say like, oh, genitals make me horny, because that's not scientific. That's love and romance.
Okay.
They got that selective tractor beam. That's pretty cool.
Oh, yeah. So the egg creature is blasting them with
Oh,
dots,
yeah, that.
right?
Yeah.
And then their idea to help that situation, like the twins chasing after the egg, they get blasted.
Mm-hmm.
Their idea to help is they all hug and just keep getting hit by it.
Well, yeah, to like defend them.
But
That's
then,
a horrible idea.
yeah, that doesn't solve anything. Now they're
That
just
just-
getting hit.
It
Yeah, now
disperses
they're
the
all
electricity.
Okay.
So if I'm like getting electrocuted and somebody grabs me, that person is just also getting electrocuted.
Yeah.
It's not like,
But
well, now
James-
it's half power.
but
Yes, it
James,
is.
yeah, James is saying if enough people grab on,
Well, no,
it'll be okay.
Keep
I don't
grabbing.
think. I don't think you can equate it as electricity, because this is someone like shooting
You do.
power out of them.
Yeah.
So in a way, if you were to like make something baking style and you say like,
Baking style?
I'm going to have like a drop of vanilla extract in a thimble of water. Well, that's going to be like overpowering. But if you put that in a whole pool of water, you're like, oh, this is vanilla pool? I've never had this before.
Yeah,
I
that's
can't
the
even
same.
taste it.
It's definitely the same thing.
I like to think about it in the context of like how we saw it, which is like if I'm hitting you with a flamethrower,
Yes.
and then somebody else hugs you, you're
Yeah.
both just getting hit with a flamethrower.
No, it disperses the flame content.
Okay.
Like that stream gets split. It's not as much.
Yeah.
You know, like let's say gasoline. You're at the pump.
Oh
If
my
you
God.
split that pump in half, well, some gas is going over here, some gas is going over there. So you're not getting as much.
Okay, so there's a child, and I'm spraying them with gasoline, and then another child runs up and hugs that child.
Yeah.
Yes.
Are both are now highly flammable,
Yeah.
Yeah.
right?
But the one that's being hugged is no longer getting sprayed with gasoline, and maybe they're like it's a skin irritant towards them.
So when I light the gasoline on fire,
Yeah.
the one getting hugged is now safe?
Well, let's say like
Yeah.
they had sponges. The one hugging had sponges on their shirt. They're soaking up as they squeeze that first one, and now they have less gasoline on them.
Yeah.
But James, it's the fumes that are flammable. Shut up, scientists. This is now comedy purposes. The friggin' genital thing was science.
Yeah.
Tractor beams is comedy. Star Trek and such. Also, like I was talking about the spaceship had selective tractor beam because it put up the eggs in the two dudes, not the, like, as you guys would say, electric gasoline. Or using humans to, so they turned them into eggs. We slightly touched on it, and they're like, hey, this is a cheap method of how to build an army. It's humans. It's using humans to destroy humans. And I was like, what are they? Cable news networks? Oh.
I
Got him.
yeah, so they're turning the babies into eggs so that they can be reborn as meat birds.
Yeah, condor men?
Yeah.
Is that what it was?
Condorgan.
Yeah.
Condor.
Something like that.
Yeah, so more condorgans.
Army, but they only have like 10. No, but then when they were like, run, and the eggs were rolling, which I
Best
guess
scene.
they can do.
That was the best moment of
they
the
were
whole
like
episode. Was just like, come on, eggs.
Yeah.
So the starting of that scene, so they're like, hey, egg, your family was killed by the zone. And then they're like, don't speak ill of my parents. And then I'm like, you can speak ill of my parents in the Beastie Boys turn of phrase. And then they go to this place and they're like in like an incubation center, but instead of like setting up heat lamps or anything, it's just the zone like grunt bats hugging eggs, and it's so cute. It's so
amazing.
Adorable.
I wanted to be one of those eggs.
Do you remember being an egg?
Nope.
You don't?
I don't remember anything from like 3 days ago.
Oh, dang.
I think I'm like a memento guy.
Oh.
Like I should start getting tattoos because I don't remember shit.
I'm more of a Tic Tac guy.
Oh.
Nicole understood the...
All right. That's a wrap.
But did you? This is what I believe, because like you should be able to remember being an egg because life starts at mother's first period.
Shouldn't you remember being a sperm?
No, sperms is stupid. Men, am I right?
Interesting question. Do we think if we're like buying this that like life starts all the way back then, where's the consciousness? Is it the egg or is it the sperm?
I think it's half and half.
Oh, like so it's like well, okay. Well, how do you divide consciousness?
With scissors.
You're very proud of that one. James is having a full stroke.
You
What?
you couldn't even say it without laughing.
Well, I wanted to say with one of those like paper cutters,
Yeah.
or like a guillotine.
You should have said with a calculator.
A calculator.
Yeah, division.
Okay. Well, we were saying cut, not divide.
Sure.
What's
you did
dividing
say
us is a
divide,
goddamn
though.
cable
You
news
said
network.
divide.
Oh, I did?
Yeah.
Oh.
I did.
Absolutely.
How do you divide consciousness? Okay. That rings a tinker, am I thinking?
What?
Rings a tinker in my sphincter.
In my sphincter.
But yeah, I think like with scissors. Oh, no, with an atom bomb because it splits the atom. It could also split consciousness right open.
So are all sperms and eggs named Adam?
Yeah.
Okay.
The Addams family is what I call what's inside my testicles. They're kooky. Nicole is loving me today, and I fucking enjoy it. This is not acts of service. What's my new one? It's all the way at the top. Words of affirmation. You're giving it to me.
So do you call
What?
coming ghosting then?
Yeah.
The Addams family.
I call a period pad the Addams graveyard. Because that's where they go to die. So macabre, am I right? I really like, so in this scene, we need to start wrapping up soon. In this scene, they're like throwing this egg around because the egg's like, you're my mommy or you're my daddy. And they're like, no, I'm not. Ugh, get away from me. Then the main bad guy, the bird guy to this episode,
Harvey
the monster of the
Birdman,
week. Yes.
Attorney at law.
He's like, I'm no dad. I'm the lone wolf of the galaxy.
Oh, yeah.
And then if it were to come to me, I'd be like, uh-oh, I'm vasectomized. And that's kind of like my Transformers, how instead of like terrorize, I say vasectomize, never having children, adoption, scared to death of having made life, those kinds of things.
Yeah.
Expendable income.
In that scene, they had like a really good rhythm of like, one person would get the egg and it would be like, mama, and then they'd throw it. But it really lingered on one character in a way that made me think that we were going to find out that this was the mom.
Yeah, and it's things like, I knew it. I knew it was you. And then they're like, aw. And then he's like, wait, no, it's not. And throws the egg. It's perfect comedy, guys.
Flawless.
Victory.
Yeah, it was the woman that has, I don't know, it's a woman, but the creature that has the blue head,
Yeah.
like really got like a moment with it.
Yeah, I liked it.
Maybe they just wanted to be wanted. And then we're like, wait, I don't lay eggs. And then threw it.
I couldn't possibly bring a child into this fucked up world where we're taking life. Am I supposed to be making it?
You know, a lot of people's excuses was just that they were single, which, you know, you don't have to be, you know, in a relationship to have a kid.
I think they were meaning like, because you can't say it in a kid show, or maybe it's lost in translation. They're like, I'm a fucking virgin, bro. I'm celibate.
You can donate your eggs or sperm.
Oh, yeah, I guess.
And still have
I
one.
can't. I wish.
I didn't mean literally you.
Well, I mean, I guess I could donate your eggs.
Yeah.
Have you ever thought about that, making some bank by donating eggs?
No.
You should.
No, I have terrible genetics.
Who cares?
They're fucking garbage.
That kid, but what if you get good genetics on the sperm side and it balances out?
That's not how that works.
Who do you think gave you the bad genes? Your mom or your dad?
Well, okay. Well, the physical side of it is my dad, but the mental side of it is my mom.
Okay, all right.
That's been established.
My anxiety comes from my dad, and my depression comes from my mom.
Yeah.
Perfect combo.
Ooh, terrible combo. I think, like, the combination of the two have saved me from killing myself, though. Like, the anxiety of being the best child and not wanting to, like, oh, I need to be the good one saved me from, like, oh, just fucking plunge that knife into you.
I said we weren't getting dark.
That was off the
James.
podcast before the record. My last note is...
Can I have 1 second?
What's that?
Brittany just got here and Parrish doesn't have her keys. I'm just going to buzz her in.
Okay, already. Buzz, buzz, bitch.
Buzz, buzz, mother.
Zzz. Oh, hey, guys. I'm from the B movie, Buzz, Buzz.
I'm Jerry Seinfeld.
Oh, and I'm that sexy woman that's had my eyes on your honey pot.
I'm the human reporter that loves to get stung, baby.
Wait, I thought I was. Are there two women who lust for him in that movie?
Yes.
Oh, fuck.
Sorry about that.
It's fine. It got good comedy. You'll re-listen to this and be like, wow. What do you think we did while you were gone?
I talk shit about me, I
Oh,
guess?
no. It comes from you saying, hey, Brittany's back. I have to buzz her in.
off the top of my head, maybe a Cordigan joke because he's a buzzard. I don't know.
No.
No. Knowing you, probably something about genitals.
No.
I mean,
She went with some genitals.
yeah.
A stinger, if you will. But yeah, they establish it as a machine when they zoom up on the mech is forming.
They do like a X-ray vision.
Yeah, and it shows that it's a machine.
And I was like, why?
And I'm like, well, it's to establish it's not a man inside of, like a giant man inside of
Not a
armor.
5-man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What if they need to have a season when it truly is like a Titan from Attack on Titan
Ooh.
and covered in armor, and it's like, I'm flesh, and then just beats down a monster.
Sure.
Disgusting.
With their giant genitals.
Yeah.
Ayo.
I got a thick old man dick, and I'm going to choke you to death with it.
We've reached 100 times someone has said genitals on this podcast.
They're drunk as hell, baby.
What about that British show where it's a cartoon and his penis does stuff?
I think that was like a
Downton Abbey.
Like
Swedish
it's a
show.
utility. Like it's a tool.
I thought you meant a utility like the phone line or heat.
A bill.
Yeah. I'm just a bill.
Yeah, so the fight
It was gnarly.
the bird was flying and I was like, wow, you don't see that a lot.
And then I said, at least
Yeah.
not in Time Ranger. Ooh.
Yeah.
I actually thought the 5-man fights were sweet. Like
Hell yeah.
all of them. Even the first one with just the what are they called in this one? Like the little putties,
They're like Bataras or something.
Bacheras. Like I don't know. I thought they were like very elaborate, big, hard stunts as opposed to some of the other ones, which are just like they get away with just like doing a close up of somebody's face getting punched
Right.
a lot. This
3
did a
times
lot of
in a row.
big moves. Yeah.
I forgot to mention it. You see when they're pushing the baby carriage, the bird guy flies at them and is like, haha, I'm going to get this baby. And then Remy goes, like whips off the mother gear and then just punches him right in the schnoz.
Yeah.
Is nice.
It was gross.
And then the babies are turned unegged, and the galactic egg is like, I'll see you guys. Thank you for the help. 5-man.
Yeah, we're obviously going to see that later on
We're not.
as you're smiling.
No, the egg never comes back.
You have this all memorized?
I'm pretty much, yeah.
Damn.
I've seen all the episodes.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
though?
the egg never comes back.
What?
Of course it
Lame.
wouldn't. Why would you
I
think
want
the
to know
egg?
who his parents are.
No, it's Dapu.
Because it feels like they're setting it up.
From my recollection, you never see this egg ever again.
Well, maybe not an
Aw.
egg. It would be
Hatched?
whatever it hatches into.
Diarrhea?
Yeah.
What if you cracked an egg open and it was just diarrhea? You fry that up, throw some cumin on it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Melzer. This is teachers. Each one of them are a teacher.
Mm-hmm.
You got one that's a science teacher. That's Gaku. Ken is a PE teacher. Kazumi is a math teacher. And then Fumiya and Remy, Japanese teacher, like reading and arithmetic. And music teacher is Remy. They use these abilities to take down individuals. You know, like they have that little ribbon from rhythmic gymnastics. Ooh, I'm going to take you down like that. Sometimes they have musical notes like blare at people. If you were a teacher and a 5-man, what subject would you teach and effectively use that to take down Zone?
Well, I did used to teach springboard diving,
Whoa.
which this show had in its opening credits. Where they had platform diving. And something I kind of wanted to bring up. I know people watch this show and they want to, recreate what they see. Never dive with a swim cap on like they did in that. That's actually incredibly dangerous.
How so?
Because when you hit the water, that thing could break and then come into your eyes.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, that was a big no-no. And I just want to put that as like if you kids at home are thinking about emulating anyone from 5-men, stick to the fighting monsters part. Don't do any of their diving stuff.
That's why you wear like a hairnet.
That's why you wear nothing.
Okay. You shave it.
Yeah, I know swimmers do that. Swimmers will like shave all their body hair off to try to go faster in the water.
Eyebrows.
Yep.
Beehole.
Oh, you gotta get the beehole.
Because that'll give you drag.
Mm-hmm.
But what would you teach?
Other than springboard diving?
No, is that your thing?
Yeah, why not?
All right.
I'm still
well,
okay at it.
how would you defeat the zone army then? What would your special maneuver be?
I would just chuck little Speedos at them.
Oh.
Used tiny Speedos.
All right. And how would that...
I feel like I really let you down.
I mean, like, how would... It would... Oh, but maybe because it's like, oh, wow, why is this person have so many tiny Speedos? We're going to arrest them, boot them out of the zone army.
Oh, I was thinking they're just grossed out by it, but that's even better that, like, I throw the Speedos at them and then I accuse them of some heinous sex crime.
All right. Hell yeah.
You could also
They
like
get court-martialed.
shoot them at them like a rubber band, you know?
Yeah.
Kind of hurts.
Nicole,
little bit.
you ever wear a Speedo?
No.
I will table this conversation.
Oh my fucking God.
Nicole in a Speedo, guys. Ay.
That's just a bikini bottom.
No, but like a
It is just a
specific.
bikini bottom.
Yeah, well, still. I mean, I think a bikini bottom has like different lining than a Speedo. At least the Speedos I would wear. A Wahoo Speedo.
If you say so.
That was the swim team I was on.
The Wahoo.
Yeah. The Wyoming Wahoo.
Like, woohoo.
No, I think it was a type of fish.
Does the fish go, wahoo?
It does.
That's how I got his name.
That's what's his face? Chris Pratt's been eating to get inspiration for Mario.
Well, he's not even going to try. He's not going to try to do the voice at all, he said.
I think that's a good choice.
Yeah, it's still baffling. Will he still like pitch up his normal voice a little?
I have no clue.
Like, hey guys, I'm Mario. You guys want to meet my brother Luigi? I'm gonna go feed the princess. Uh-oh, she's been captured.
Feed the princess?
Yeah, feed her with spaghetti. Not only am I a plumber, but I'm also a good provider in the house fields. I like baking some ziti and also a little bit of meatballs.
Put some Goombas in there for flavor.
Ooh, I'm gonna cut up Toad because he's a mushroom.
Yeah, but Goombas are also mushrooms.
Yeah,
I assume.
I think.
Which one do you think tastes better? I think Toad would taste better.
Well,
Toad looks poisonous.
Yeah, and
Usually
Goombas,
things that are colorful are poisonous.
Yeah, and Goombas look like mushrooms that you would like put stuff, like a stuffed mushroom deal in.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. My doctor
like a
just told me to
truffle.
eat colorful stuff.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, but he was talking about like acid with smiley faces
Was
on
your
it.
doctor Dr. Kevorkian?
Oh, you know him?
Oh, no.
Was your doctor Dr. Doom? Or was it Dr. Fauci? Am I right?
Dr. Seuss?
Same one.
Okay. A lot of
He
doctors.
likes colorful things.
Was it Dr. Dre? He likes colorful language.
How many other doctors can we name?
Dr. Vinny Boombots.
Is that a joke for yourself?
Yeah,
'Cause
it's
no
a
one
yeah.
knows what the fuck that is.
Never mind. It's fine, Nicole. We have to get out of here, fuckers. Whoa, what just flew?
A Mariano's card.
Okay. Well, Melzer, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you both for having me and for giving me an excuse to watch some Five Man.
Ooh.
Oh, is that one question? Is that a translation error? 5 Man?
No.
It's not supposed to be 5 men.
No. So during this time, there were a lot of like blank man Sentai. So like there was like Jetman, I think Charge Man, Dynaman maybe, Turbo Ranger.
Ultraman.
There's also an Ultraman. But yes, they were like
Spider-Man.
5-man. Yeah, technically a Toei property as well.
Speaking of translation error, there was a part in the episode where one of them, it was like in the incubation spot where there was no subtitles. And I was like, is it because they're just saying made up words?
Like it could be like rhubarb.
I don't know.
It could be like there's just too much going on that they're not going to.
Well, because like what is it, Dongaros or whatever, was like, after he said it, Dongaros was like, what? Shut up.
Oh, I don't know.
All right.
We'll get back to you on that, fans. We'll figure out this mystery.
Well, Melzer, thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Thanks for having.
Do you have anything to plug?
Not really.
Todd Grobin?
Oh, yeah, I used to do the stuff I plug every time I'm on here. Todd Grobin, the Morphbots,
Ooh.
the Street Wizard's Apprentice. They're all on the internet.
That cool Portello's ad you did.
Yeah.
Check out that Portello's ad, guys. For real.
It's Bag It Up, a comedy rap from the Italian beef provider Portillo's.
And the lighting in that was fantastic, I gotta tell you.
Well, thank you.
Nicole, anything to plug?
Anything to plug? Yeah, similar to Melzer, same as always. Darling Homebody on all the social medias. DarlingHomebody.com for creepy and cute things. Patreon.com/DarlingHomebody. Sign up before December 1st to get a Cat Loaf sticker and or magnet.
Heck yeah. Hey guys, check out Shuffling the Deck. That's Sean Marciniak and I's ICP podcast. It's really fun. We're going through all of ICP's discography to create the definitive introductory ICP playlist. It's a podcast. And you can find out information about that over on MLMpod.com. Also about This Movie's Gay, Hit It and Crit It. All the shows I've ever done. You can find them over there. Also, head over to patreon.com/MLMpod, where Melzer is now a patron. Have you listened to anything over there yet, sir?
No.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Work your way through Engage with Nicolas Cage. I wish we had time to just make that every single week, or this existed. Someday, maybe. But check out that. You can hear those two podcasts also talking about Beyblade, which we're going to have another Blades Giving, and we're going to do a proper Blades Giving in a couple weeks where I'll have some friends over, some people you might know from the podcast. We're going to have a Blades Giving feast, and if you listen to this feed, you know what that is. It's eating frozen pizzas. We're going to have it preheated for 24 hours on Blades Giving. Is it scientifically incorrect? No, science is bad. Only on Blades Giving. So you get that. It's going to be great, $5 a month, but $10 a month, you get some watch-alongs, some extra streams, things of that ilk, milk, cannabis, and you get shout-outs on every single free feed podcast. So let's begin with Steve F., Eric Berry of Ranger Command Power Hour, Alex Z, The Waz, Orion, he's a rapper, D-F-O, Defo, Kayla, Two Grapes, Tyler Wright, he's our friend, Elliot W, who is at Garlic Sunshine on Instagram for their amazing artwork, Jordan B, The Chaos Witch, and Nicole's brother, Josh.
Yeah.
I've been James.
I'm Nicole.
I'm Melzer.
And we've been Mostly Speaking Sentai. Bye-bye. This has been a Marshland Media production, produced by James McCollum. For more content, please visit MLMpod.com. To support our network and have access to exclusive podcasts, head over to patreon.com/MLMpod and sign up today. But speaking of baby mush, feed me, feed me. I'm not the mama.
Why are you pointing at me?
And this is Mostly Speaking Sentai. Is that how we're going to do the intro?
If that's what you want.
No, you'd say, and I'm Nicole.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah. That's where like soul is.